We're always going to be people over profit. I want to be making noodles that are awesome and taste great and help people out. I want to make sure that the people working with me are, paid correctly, treated right. I want to make sure that the world is not going towards a way that I don't want it because I'm contributing to that problem. It's so easy to say, oh yeah, no, I'm suffering, I'm having a bad time right now, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go take that venture capital. I'm gonna go take that money. It's okay right now just to ease my own pain. But honestly, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it is really, really hard. I'm gonna have to bleep that later, but without a lot of money, and anyone who's done any kind of inventory business, anyone who's had to, have materials that they need to buy well ahead of time knows it is really hard to grow. It is really difficult to do without having some kind of funding. And especially going through COVID, especially going through all of these things that we have gone through over these years, oh my God, when we were offered things like venture capital funding, when we were talked to by all these people who are like, oh yeah, here's however millions of dollars, do this, do that. Every single time, we would turn them down and say no right away. I can't do that. I would rather work my ass off every single day, try really hard every single day with every single thing that I do, and I still do, that I go into the facility all the time in order to fix machines and do all that kind of stuff, to have less sleep or to do all these things than to contribute to the problems that I think are important in the world. Why would I take money to make myself feel better and myself less stressed if I'm just passing that on to a dozen other people? Why would I contribute to the kind of systems and the kind of things that make the world worse? I'm woken up by anxiety. I am constantly thinking about work. I have not gone on vacation in 8 years. And if you ask me would I do it again this way, I would do it again every single time. To me, there is no other way to do it. You have to treat people right when you're doing it. You have to find a way to do things the right way. You absolutely can't just go, I'm struggling, this is hard for me, therefore I'm going to pass it on to everyone else. Don't use that excuse where all you say is, oh yeah, when I make it, when I get more money, I'll pay it all back. That's disgusting, and it never happens. Because then you pass it on to the next person who's in the same situation, and again, and again, and again, and the cycle never ends like that. So when we started this business, when Vite Kitchens was started, the very first thing we did was we didn't look at existing infrastructure. We didn't do business the way that everyone else did. I had the fortune, or misfortune, realistically, of working at a Michelin star restaurant. And it was suffering every single day. Every single day I went in, I had anxiety, I had palpitations. Every single time I went, and every single time I drove in there, I could just feel the stomach plunging. I could feel my heart and chest tightening. And we would laugh and joke, and sometimes when I would get out of my car, I see someone parked next to me, they would throw up as they got out of the car, wipe their mouths off and go, hi, what's up? As if it were the most normal thing in the world. And that was the kind of stress I was under, and that was the kind of stress that I'd been through. And the easiest thing to do is say, that's normal. Let's keep exploiting people that way. Let's keep doing that because it happened to me. But you can't do that. You can't keep the cycle going because it's easier for you. Don't do it for yourself. If you're going to start a business, you're going to do something right, and you want to do it the right way, commit to it. Don't pass it on to other people. Don't say you're gonna do it later. If you start a business, if you want to do something, then do it right. We do things the way we do things because it is the right way to do things. We give time off for mental health. We treat people like adults, where when they need mental health time, they just need to tell us, hey, I'm taking a mental health day. We have sick time, we have health insurance and vision insurance for every single person, 100% paid. Our noodles are priced the way they are because we are doing the right thing in the way that we believe.